Welcome into Sport Talk with D-Watt. I'm your host, D-Watt. And on this show, it's going to be a Christmas special. We're going to do it a few days early, but I'm kind of curious, Casper, what are some of your Christmas traditions with it being cookies, your favorite song, your favorite food you eat? What you got?
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Just kidding. My kid's been singing rum pum pum pum. We had to listen to the Johnny Cash version of Little Drummer Boy like 27 times in the truck last night on the way to the Christmas lights. It was great. But I don't know. Happy to be here. Merry Christmas. To those of you listening, sorry I made D-Watt record this a day early because I have prior Christmas commitments. The Polar Express only runs once a year, so you got to do what you got to do. But thanks for having me on here. Merry Christmas. All right. You want to know food? I mean, all right. Let's start with this. So dessert. Let me go on a little rant. I'm taking up your show. This is my little rant for you. People don't cook like they used to for Christmas. I don't know about you. Have y'all made any Christmas food? Y'all like made any cookies, Chex Mix?
Mom made some last night. She made some cookies. She made some of the
Yeah, but did
chocolate.
you?
No, no,
See,
I have
that's
not.
where our generation is letting down America. Letting down America and letting down tradition. We have to do better about that, okay? I'm going out here. We got to get those tins of those cookies full again, somehow, some way, boys and girls of this 30-year-old generation. We got to do better. We got to do better. I don't know. Got to. Because I hadn't made any Chex Mix either. I make Chex Mix every year. I was this close earlier today, and I was like, it sounds like a lot of work. So we're lazy. We got to do better about that. But what's your favorite that your mom makes?
Lasagna. Let's just jump into the food real quick.
Okay.
Lasagna. I like red sauce. I like lasagna. I like spaghetti. She makes it every year. Christmas Eve is that's when she does it. And man, I get me two plates of it and I wear it out and it's always really good.
Two plates. Come on, big dog. You can do better than that. At least get you three or four. Y'all do like just lasagna? Do you like bread, salad, dessert, or just
Uh,
lasagna as much as you can shove down?
Lasagna as much as I can shove down. Breadsticks, I think, on the side. Got some bread in there, as long as it don't get burnt. We try to keep that from getting
They don't
overcooked.
burn anything over there. Golly, don't be talking about your family like that on the show. They know how to
And,
cook.
and then we'll do some cookies, some of the no bake chocolate oatmeal cookies.
Oh, I love those.
Had some last night. Oh baby, I had some. They were good. They were really always good. Soft,
Man.
they melt in your mouth good.
Those are like honestly probably number one overall cookie year round. It doesn't matter when. Those are just like there's nothing better than a preacher cookie or a cow patty or whatever you want to call it. I don't I've heard lots of different names. From the South we call them preacher cookies because you make those when a pastor's coming over to visit and you didn't know he's coming. It only takes 10 minutes for him to harden on the counter. So if you didn't know that, it's a little history lesson for you. Or cow patties looks like a turd. So but by God, they are delicious. So y'all do the Christmas Eve. So
Yep.
we've done lots of different stuff on Christmas Day, but our Christmas Eve has also kind of always been the same. Rotel, little Smokies, sausage balls, all the time, pretty much. Now I'll give y'all a special Rotel dip. Get you a small crock pot, Velveeta cheese, one no sodium Rotel, and one regular Rotel. Trust me, it'll be delicious. It'll be hot, but it'll be delicious. That's what you want to do. And then when you make your sausage balls, Tennessee Pride hot sausage. None of this mild crap. Get that out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like I like the hot stuff on the sausage balls, but we watch Christmas movies on Christmas Eve. Like we don't do the presents. I think y'all do your presents Christmas Eve, right?
Yeah, we do the gifts on Christmas Eve, and we play some family games. We do some gift card games. My parents they enjoy doing these gift card games where you get blindfolded and you get spun around or
Oh,
whatever. Then you have to try to get get something there, and then unwrap some gift like we'll get a gift and we'll have on these mittens, and you got to unwrap a gift that's wrapped up with
yeah.
mittens on. So that's pretty difficult. We try to do some of the games, eat games, and then we'll stall a little time out with the games, and we'll go around and open up our gifts from all of my siblings, Amy and Ashley, and Ryan, my brother-in-law, and open up all
Yeah.
the gifts, and then Sunday morning or the next day, Christmas morning, we will do breakfast over at Amy and Ryan's house. They will have a Christmas morning late breakfast. Casey and all her all their kids will open up their gifts more on Sunday morning that are from Santa. Santa's going to come to the house and drop off some gifts. And I always like to see what he gets. Casey and Brooklyn. Casey gets the jerseys, he gets the Jordan sweatshirts, he'll
Mm.
get all this high quality stuff, man. I'm like, man, that's where it's at right there at over at their house. But so this year, so we got the eve at parents' house, and then Christmas Day we're gonna head up to Crossville to my in-laws. They do the traditional, or kind of like a late breakfast, something like that, like a brunch, and then we'll have the ham. That's what my
Oh,
in-laws
baby.
they do the ham.
Yes.
The old school traditional, I guess a dinner, something like that, late lunch, something like that. So that's the plan for Christmas Day. I'm off Friday,
You
so we'll
suck.
do some Crossville activities Friday, Saturday, and then we'll head back home, and I'm back to work on Monday.
Hey, the ice bowl ain't that far away, by God. Yeah, that sounds good. We're kind of similar, you know. We kind of do the same thing. We do like the ham and stuff usually at her grandparents' house later on Christmas Day. We got this new game last time I was down there in Chattanooga that I'm looking forward to playing on Christmas Eve this year. It's called like Outnumbered or something like that. It's like for Dad's birthday, we all like took a shot at the dark at getting games, I guess, because he got like three games. One of them was Taboo, and there was one I bought, and then there was one that JP got. And dude, that one JP got, I'm all about. It's just like random questions. You got to guess a number. I love it. It's a great time. But we did that mittens thing. I would beat you at that. My big
Uh,
hands. I got them strong hands. I can just bend that mitten and just get it every time. But I appreciate the games on Christmas. You know, it's always a lot of fun. So
oh yeah.
I don't know. Christmas. It's one of those things. I love have a love hate relationship with Christmas. You know, like it's so much work. I will say this, be proud of me. It says on my computer screen 12/20/25, and I'm done Christmas shopping. That's 5 days ahead of time.
Oh yeah. So
Wow.
let's talk about that a little bit. I'll go first here. I like to get mine done. I've got one gift that's gonna be here Tuesday. I got it ordered a couple days ago, and it's gonna be one of those late. Gonna get delivered last minute. Maybe a little bit of drama in it. Hopefully the FedEx UPS man will come. It's for my wife.
I hope it's
She's
not
really gonna
FedEx.
like it. But talk about Santa. I got something to show everybody. I got something to
Oh
show
yeah. I
everybody. It's this is what Santa looks like right here.
oh yes. See, that's what I've been trying to teach Logan. Is that Santa wears orange and he bleeds Tennessee orange and he says "Roll Tide." Just kidding. Um, that's nice. Where in the heck did you get that?
I got that at a yard sale for $1. Community
Nice,
wide yard sale. I think it was
nice.
$2, and I kind of bargained with the lady. I said, about $1. Come on now, work with me here. And hey, I walked away
Yeah,
with it. I walked away and got it for $1. Also, my family does something pretty cool. This is something different that you probably don't hear much of. We do where we go to the Goodwills, go to the yards, and spend between like either free or maybe $2 or $3 at the max, and we find a gift that somebody would like, a front tag or whatever. We've done it for a
yeah,
couple years now, and I love it. It's getting each year,
yeah.
it's getting bigger, it's getting better. People get maybe two Christmas gifts. It's really picking up the steam, and some years we think it's not that we're not going to do it or whatnot, but no, we're going to keep doing it, Mom and Dad. We're going to keep doing it. We're going to keep it rolling. And this year's
Good
good. I
move,
got
man.
everybody something. Me and Katie got everybody something. I pick them up throughout the year. Those you really got to work hard on a little bit.
Yeah,
And part of the fun is they're just $1 or
yeah.
so. So
So
it's
if
you
they
get too
throw it away, it
much and
doesn't
it
matter.
takes the fun out. So that's something that my family does. Um, so I really enjoyed that. But let's talk about some shows. Do you know like the more of the Elf, or you more like Rudolph? What's your favorite movie, Casper?
I'm straight up traditional, baby. Give me Frosty, Rudolph, Santa Claus coming to town, the Grinch, and none of this live action bull crap. I want the old one. I don't want Jim Carrey. I don't want none of that. I want the Grinch CBS classic TV. That's what I want.
Yeah,
About
I
you?
kind of like the Grinch and Santa Claus, what 1, 2, and 3, but I feel like I've seen them every year, and I wish they'd come out with some new ones or kind of switched up a little bit because I turn on these channels upstairs and it's just like Home Alone, Santa Claus 1, 2, and 3, The
Uh,
Grinch, whether it's the new one or the cartoon one or whatnot. So like this year, I haven't watched one Christmas movie this year. Oh, I got one for you as well. Do you put up lights outside your house?
oh yeah, bruh. What about you? I got a lot this year. Let me just tell you. Let me tell you, this is a great story. Actually, this is
Okay.
fantastic. This is a good question. So I do. I have a little Santa Claus with some reindeers, and then I have a snowman thing, and then over here I got two inflatables. I got another snowman and a Christmas tree that my kid picked out at Home Depot. First of all, they're a lot cheaper than they used to be. They're like $50 a piece. That was great instead of like 300. I love it. Second of all, I put out lights and a bush and all that. Well, here's the deal. I don't know if you know this, but it stormed like crap up here like Tuesday night. It bent the post holding my reindeer up like this in the front yard. I'll send you a picture after the show. Like no joke, it bent the pole holding the reindeer up like this. I staked it in the ground, and the stake held. It just bent the metal. So that was a rough time. I just cleaned that up. Like actually today, I finally finished getting everything like righted and timers back and all that. So I do. What about you?
Oh man, maybe I'm just the Grinch, but outside is just dark, man. Black, dark, cold, nothing.
N-
Inside we put the tree up, but
Yeah.
a couple of decorations, a couple of Santa Claus. I like to get different Santas that I find out and about for cheap, which is hard. My parents have an awesome collection of Santas up above their fireplace, and it looks really good. So I'm on the hunt for Santas throughout the year, and whether they look happy or sad or mad or mean, I don't care. I'll take any kind of Santas. I like the bigger ones, I like the small ones. So I'm working on it. I've got one that's got my name on. I should have brought it down here, but I've got one. It's got a nice list. I guess it could be a bad list. It could be a naughty list. I'm not sure what list it is, but my name's on it, so I call it the
Ooh,
nice list.
better be. I mean, hey, maybe you're a naughty boy. I don't know. We talked to the wife about that, I guess. Anyways, moving on. Sorry, it's too easy. Don't know. Christmas, it's a good time of year, but this year, interesting. Year number two, NFL football, Christmas Day. We've only had the NBA in the past. We got the NFL. How do you feel about the NFL on Christmas Day, Netflix? You gonna watch it? Yay, nay, not a
If it's on
fan?
Netflix, no, but I think I can find a way to watch it. I like the idea because like the NBA, I never cared
No.
for to watch it, but but the NFL, yes, I like it. I like the idea. I like the concept, and I wish it wasn't on Netflix, but I can find a way to watch that, and I believe.
Oh yeah, we won't talk about that though. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's we watched it last year at her grandparents, and it's weird to me because like first of all, Home Alone is like the best Christmas movie in my like one and two are the best Christmas movies in my opinion, and that's what we usually watch up there, like Home Alone or Christmas Story or whatever. That's just usually what's on Christmas Day. So it's weird, but we did pretty well watch about every snap of the NFL last year up there. Um, it's kind of strange, but I kind of like it. You know, it's nice for the sports thing. Too bad it's not Gateway Dirt Nationals, but it's a good time. So I kind of do like it because I'm never gonna watch the NBA. I don't care what day it's on. If there was no sports left in the world other than the NBA, I still don't think I'd watch it. Just to be honest with you.
But I guess that about wraps up the Christmas. You got anything else on Christmas?
I hope y'all have a Merry Christmas. I hope that Patrick Mahomes, gets speedy recovery in his thing. But no, I really don't have a whole lot more. I was trying to find the Christmas games.
Oh
Is
yeah.
honestly what I was trying to do here. If I can find I got the schedule pulled up. I want to know who played. Hold on, Week 17 NFL. Because I wanted to ask you. Okay, so we got Dallas and Washington. That's a good game.
Okay.
Okay, and then you got Detroit and Minnesota, which Then Denver, Kansas City, which is on Prime Video. So you got Prime and
Yeah.
Netflix only. I don't know. There's three games last year. I think maybe there's only two on Netflix. So that's interesting. So full slate, yet again. But I guess it's because it's Thursday, so that's why there's three. Because the two plus the regular Thursday night game on Prime. But yeah, we'll see. No, I got a whole lot more Christmas. I know some of these college football playoff members got some coal in their stocking for putting these two loser scrub teams in. You got any opinions on that?
Yeah, here's the thing. Do not put in these small teams. They don't have the players, they don't have the depth. Just don't. Just bring back Notre Dame. Get Notre Dame in there. Bring them in here. Only have, if you're going to get these scrubs, maybe just one. But what does James Madison bring to the table for a fan? Nothing. Tulane got absolutely smoked again. They done played them once. Why are you gonna play them again? Um, at least I watched. I watched that Tulane game there towards the end of it, and as Ole Miss kept scoring and just kept doing what they're gonna do, and they're gonna be a good team. They're gonna. We'll see what they do in the next round, and they came out fired up, motivated, and they played like we don't need Lane Kiffin. We got our own coaching staff. We got our own players here, and we're gonna prove something to the committee. We're gonna prove everything we got that we are here to stay and we're here to win.
Yeah, so like at this point in the weekend, I guess we'll start with that game. Might as well.
Okay. Yeah.
It's kind of the snooze fest of them, I guess. Well, to be honest with you, they've all kind of been a little bit snoozy, but I mean, I was really curious how they come out. I got snookered into picking uh daggum Tulane to cover the 17.5 point spread. I knew that wasn't gonna happen. I didn't want to be the same as you 'cause that's boring, and I should have just been the same as you so I could have won. But it is what it is. But yeah, put it on them 41-10, 31 point whooping. Um, if you're Texas or you're Notre Dame sitting at the house right now watching that this afternoon, were you not just like sick, disgusted with yourself? I mean, I that's it's got to change, and I hope this Oregon game. We're recording this during the Oregon uh JMU game, just for everybody that doesn't know. We are. It is 13-3 currently. James Madison has the ball in the first quarter. Driving, maybe going to score. We'll see what happens. I think it's about a 21 point spread or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see what happens, but it's going to be ugly too. And it's good for JMU and Tulane to make it. It's good for their schools, but it is not good for the product of this weekend. Like, um, you watched that game last night, Alabama, Oklahoma, which we'll talk about here in just a second. But like, it's just it. Who cares to watch this stuff tonight and this afternoon? I mean, it kind of sucks. So I hope we do something better next year for sure.
Yeah, I got some fan mail from my cousin. He sent me a text. Dan, if you're watching, Dan, he says that they should keep 12 teams, no auto bids, and they're kind of competing with the NFL, which he's from Milwaukee, so he keeps up with a lot of the NFL. So he was curious, and I'm going to get your take now, Casper. Should the playoff games be played versus the NFL?
So I would like to, I don't know Dan a whole lot or whatever. Is he an NFL guy? I'm assuming he's not from the
Yes.
South. So I'm just going to make an assumption he's an NFL guy. Don't say Packers.
Yeah.
Oh God. I'm sorry, Dan. First of all, I'm gonna pray for you that you can find a team better than the daggum Green Bay Packers. Second, um, college football is not competing with the NFL. The NFL is competing with college football. I don't know if y'all know this, but the NFL plays Thursday, Sunday, and Monday, not Saturday. So I've seen some other people complaining on the internet, and I'm a little bit frustrated because Saturday is for college football, Sunday is for the NFL. So why are we complaining about this? My opinion is we should have already be playing dang semifinals this week. We shouldn't have taken any weeks off. Probably should cut the season down a week and just we need this whole 2 weeks between games is stupid. Not a fan of it. Just play your championship, go in playoffs. Like this, no missed weeks is my opinion. So, not the biggest fan of all that, but I mean, and then play next weekend too. Just no weekends off. But yeah, I mean, I get that the NFL has traditionally had this, but clearly college has added the playoff. But I still look at this as really the NFL is squeezing into college this time, not college squeezing into NFL time. That's my opinion. Like it, you don't have to. Love it, you don't have to. It is what it is. So.
So next week, Ole Miss and Georgia play in the Sugar Bowl, and I got one for you as well. Um, is the Sugar Bowl now that this is just like a playoff game? Do fans and teams care about it being the Sugar Bowl, or is it more or less just a playoff game and they gonna move on, even though they get the trophy as it being the Sugar Bowl? What's your take on that?
If you don't win the national championship, you like saying you're the Sugar Bowl winner, but I mean, no, it doesn't matter. So I do like that they keep the bowl name and the bowl tradition, the bowl trophies. I do like that. part of it because I don't want to lose that bowl part of college football. But I mean, as you know, these bowls are pretty much worthless. Notre Dame refused theirs. You had 3 or 4 other teams didn't play. You got teams playing like Clemson. How many transfers?
27.
20, 27. So like quarter of their team gone. I don't know. That's an interesting point. So it's one of those like next year though when they hang the banner, Sugar Bowl champions, not national champions. It's kind of a
Yeah.
cheap. It's kind of like when you put Final Four appearance, in the rafters up here at Thompson Bowling because that's as good as you're ever gonna get because you're not from Carolina. But I don't know. I really do like that. I guess my thing is, do you like these playoff games being bowl games at neutral sites, or do you think that they should look at them all being home, other than the Super Bowl or the national championship?
I think they should be at home. I think these top ranked teams that are top four or whatnot, I think, or if you're ranked, yeah, I think they should be home. I like something different. They're always packed. They're sold out. They got a good atmosphere. You got the home field advantage. If you're top ranked and
Yeah.
yeah, give it to me. Oh, yeah,
Well, like I borderline look at like Oregon, Texas Tech, like 4 and 5 here. Well, Oregon gets the money from a home playoff game. They get essentially a warm up game before they play Texas Tech. Texas Tech's been off for a freaking month. Then they're gonna have to turn around and play Oregon. Like, there's not a whole lot of advantage right now, and it's not at home for them. They don't make any money off of it. They're just kind of sitting around waiting. So I'm with you. I don't know. I was thinking about that earlier today. Like, I borderline would like to see these be home games, but I don't want to lose the history of the bowl. So, like, I'm okay with making it where we play the playoffs at bowl games, but I still think we need more teams and no bias. That's still my opinion. I don't know. It is interesting though what you talk about with the trophies because like do they care? Not as much, but they do because it means that you were in the playoffs, I guess. So
yeah,
uh, I don't love that those bowls aren't. In some ways, if you had the teams outside the playoffs play those bowl games, they would be more important, if that makes sense. Like what if you had Notre Dame and Texas in the Sugar Bowl or the Fiesta Bowl, or just pick those six New Year's Six traditional bowls, and like they would care more about the bowl aspect of it, right, than the playoffs. I don't know. That's kind of an interesting concept to think about, but yeah, we'll see what happens.
yeah. That's kind of been my thought the last couple of weeks on bowl games and our teams. Do they just care about the bowl? Like, is it the name of the bowl or is it it's just a playoff game?
Yeah,
But it's gonna be a rematch. Georgia, it's gonna be a good Sugar Bowl, I think. Unfortunately, I got Georgia getting the win in that game, but we'll talk about that here in a few weeks. But yeah, it's we'll see. I don't like when they play each other again. I feel like if there was a way they could work around the system on that. But that's just kind of my take on that.
yeah. So like it sucks to me that you've got essentially three SEC teams left out of eight, and they're having to play each other in that round. But that's honestly what they want because they don't want it to be all SEC in the Final Four or in the championship game. So it just kind of is what it is on that. But yeah, rematches. Speaking of rematch, that leads us over to the Alabama Oklahoma. Did you get to tune in and watch that? Did you take a
Oh
nap on the
yeah.
couch? What'd you do?
I watched that. We did a little artwork over at my parents' house last night.
Oh,
I had the state of Tennessee wood, and I was putting in some of the different colleges, Chattanooga. I put a T on there for Tennessee, Memphis, MTSU. In my,
did you get Tennessee Tech?
you know what? They didn't make the
You,
cut.
you let me down, bro. My alma mater. Come
Let-
on, dog.
Let's see. I
It's
can
okay. They
blame.
let me down too.
I didn't have the right color markers. That
Oh, you
counts.
didn't have no purple and
I didn't
gold.
have no purple.
I know you got gold, Georgia Tech, homeboy.
I,
Surely you can find a purple out there. Did you get Trevecca? Come on, bro.
yes, that was on there. Yes,
So
that
you
was on.
had purple and gold. What the crap, dog? You put UTC. I'm just not good enough for you. I see how it is. That's all right. You
So
Georgia
that was a
Tech
lot of
wine and
fun.
cheese crowd down there.
Kaysen did a Vanderbilt since Vandy beat Tennessee, and people were
Oh
saying that they
God.
run the state. He drew a Vanderbilt logo and he wrote "We run the state," and then he gave it to his dad, and his dad walked
Threw
through it.
that in the trash can.
So
I hope.
so then after we did the drawings and the artwork, then we jumped back to the TV and watched the Oklahoma game. Man, Oklahoma. They had a 17-point lead. Man, it was a good atmosphere at that place, and they had all different kind of singers there before, and all these, you know, people there. It's just, I guess you're gonna get that for playoff games. I thought it was kind of a late start. I'll go and start here with the start time. Man, 8 o'clock because I was sitting by the TV, sitting on the couch. I thought it was gonna come on, which I guess I knew it would come on at 8, but I was maybe hoping or thinking it was gonna come on at more like 7. But they were still talking at 7 with game day. And then sure enough, it was 8 o'clock. It probably didn't end until 11:30 or so my time. So that was
Yeah.
I kind of wish this game would start at 7. Um, but that's just my take on the start
Well,
times.
they had all those bowl games yesterday. It started at 11,
That's
like the
true.
Myrtle Beach Bowl where you had Chattanooga State versus Chattanooga State Central Christian, and no, I mean like you had NC State and Kennesaw State or something like that was the bowl
Yeah.
game. I mean they were awful. Um, the start times on Friday is just because get that national TV time across the country. We're in the East Coast, but once you get through there, they need everybody to get home from work before they put the game on. I get it. It is. I'm fine with it. I stay up late Friday night, but I guess as far as the game goes,
Yeah.
I didn't see the start. We went out to dinner, looked at Christmas lights, came home. I told her, I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna go kick my feet up and watch Oklahoma. Hopefully, get this whooping on and turn it on. 17-0. Alabama 4th and 2 at the Oklahoma 6 yard line or whatever, 7 yard line. I was like, oh baby, we get in control. That's right. Screw Alabama. The whole country's pulling against Alabama. If you weren't from the state of Alabama, you were not pulling for Alabama yesterday. You won't convince me otherwise. Um, and yeah, they go 4th and 2, and I'm like, DeBoer's doing it again. It's reminding me of the Auburn game. I was like, son of a gun. Makes it, gets touchdown. I'm like, hey, that's why you get up 17-0. Still a two-score game. We're good. Just calm down. Go score. Put points on the board. Yada yada yada. Did you see what happened next? Did you see that punt?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
god,
yeah,
dude!
yeah.
What the crap? Have you ever seen that before?
No, it's I've never seen something quite like that before.
I was like, it looks like he went to kick it, and then he was like,
Yeah.
ah, just kidding. Nah,
He
just
literally,
I'm just
yeah,
kidding.
he
Like
literally had it in his hands and then just dropped it. And then that was like the turn of the events. It's like, here we go. Now,
yeah. I mean, that was so I consider that second. To me, you give up the 4th and 2 touchdown. Like,
yeah.
defense had a job, blew it. Punter now has a job. Well, okay, before that, even go back to the play before that though. The dude's like, it's like 3rd and 3, and he throws the ball across his body like an idiot, and then it hits the receiver's hands and he drops it. It's like Mateer could have run for the first down. He decided to try to sling it, get greedy, and get like 30 yards, and dude just doesn't catch it. Like, but he had the first down. All he had to do was run and slide. He had it, and he didn't. And then we do the punt thing, and I was like, oh god, it's rigged. So obviously Alabama scores, and Alabama scores again. It's just that was over. I mean, I pretty much quit paying attention. So
Yeah, they scored 27 unanswered. So they got
yeah,
the lead 27-17. Oklahoma dropped a deep pass. Just I've been talking big about their defense, the
yeah,
Oklahoma defense, and they really let me down.
yeah,
I was it was just and they were making, different kind of penalties, just personal fouls. It was getting chippy.
yeah,
They were hitting cheap, not know about cheap shot, but they were hitting. I mean, they got flags, so the refs took it like it was unnecessary. So they got a couple flags. The coaches are really chewing them a new one on the sidelines, and just Oklahoma. They beat Tennessee. They beat Alabama early in the year or late in the year, and they were making a little bit of run. And I thought they had the best defense in the playoffs, but
yeah,
hey, I got proved wrong. So that's how that went.
yeah. It's one of those you just gotta make solid plays. I called this one a team loss, just like I called Tennessee's loss to Oklahoma was a team loss. Is a team loss. Like, didn't make the right quarterback, didn't make the right play, punter didn't make the right play, defense didn't make the right play. It's just team loss, and they missed a field goal. So it's just all around team loss. Alabama looked like a better football team. Kalen DeBoer. Everybody's been talking about going to Michigan, all this crap, and
Mm.
he ain't going nowhere anytime soon. And I would hate to be Indiana sitting there knowing that the tide's coming for your butt. That's not where I would want to be. I don't know about you, but that's not where I would want to be. So,
Yeah, so this is a matchup that I think I like it. You get a team from the South versus a team from the North, Midwest, whatever you want to call Indiana. So Casper, can Alabama from the South take care of the Midwest team, Indiana?
um, I got a couple questions.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be honest. I don't know what bowl game is this in?
Rose Bowl.
Rose, is it the Rose Bowl?
I believe
Is that
so. Yeah.
right?
Rose Bowl, yeah.
So, I don't know. I feel bad for Indiana being number one seed having to go to the Rose Bowl, just for the record. Like, wouldn't they like to play something closer to home than the Rose Bowl? I mean, it's a long way for their fans to travel from Indiana to, you know, Pasadena. But I don't know. I think again, I don't really like Indiana in this game. I'm sorry. I don't see it going well for them. Alabama's been here. The Boers been here. The Boers kind of getting a little taste of home again, going back out there to the Pacific side of the country. 4 o'clock kicks. It's like 12 noon kickoff out there. Might not be as cold as it is in Indiana. I don't know. I am curious to see the battle. I think that the quarterback battle will be really good in that game between Simpson and Mendoza. Um, and I guess we'll see what happens. But no, I mean, we're not picking this today. I know because it's not time yet. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna pick Alabama to win this game. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we're gonna really see about Indiana. I know they're a good team. They got a good quarterback, won the Heisman, and it's a good dude. I'm glad that he got the win in the Heisman, and we're gonna really see like Alabama. They've played out there before at that stage. Like they know that field well over there in
Yeah.
Pasadena. So that's what I'm gonna be pretty curious on. And yeah, they're one seed and they got a tough. They're going to the Rose Bowl for their first game in the playoffs, and I feel like
Again,
they could have
after
gotten some
sitting
more
idle.
love on the, getting the game that would have been better for
Yeah.
them.
I don't know how that works. Basketball, when you get seeded, you kind of get to play regions based off seed, like closer to your home when you're a higher seed, right? The lower your seed, the more you're going to travel. Usually, I don't know how that really works for football. I'm assuming it's established like on the rotation, probably which seeds go where each year. Because I know that Tennessee, if we would have beat Ohio State, we would have gone to the Rose Bowl last year too. So, I guess that's just how it's set up. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. It'll be interesting. I really think that whole Indiana sitting idle thing is a big deal. The one thing about Alabama, I will say, and I'll shout out to Pops for talking about this earlier. Alabama at some point is not going to win a national championship if they keep starting behind by 17 points. Like they can't do that every game. They've done it a lot this year, even in games they've won, which is good, but their defense has some rough first quarters and then kind of gets it together, but they need to get it together after a drive, not after a quarter. So we'll see what happens. I think that'll be a pretty good game. I think similar to the Alabama Oklahoma game, I thought that was going to be a good game. I think matchup wise, that will be a good game. And I think Georgia Ole Miss will be a good game, and I also think the other two will probably be snoozers, but we'll see what happens, I guess. So,
Yeah,
um, my other question is: this was the first upset of the college football playoff. Did you know that?
it was an upset.
Like first upset on the road.
The road team won, and then we'll get into the other one here in a little bit about the road team winning. So
Oh
I
yeah,
like that. It's
yeah,
something that we haven't seen. I don't think. I think we were talking about it off the
yeah.
show. We didn't see the
Oh
road team win last year, and
nope.
then
I
so
looked at it. This is the first road
it's
win of
okay.
the college football playoff. Was Alabama at Oklahoma? Even though I thought it was going to be the second game that also happened earlier today. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's pretty cool that we've seen it, and of course, Alabama did it because by God, they've done everything. So I would expect them to keep on rolling till they see somebody better than Indiana.
All right, let's roll on into the next one. And you get a gold star. You did a really good job on your pick, and you called it. You called it on the show. Uh, Miami, they get in the playoffs, and they showed why they deserve to be in the playoffs. Oh, I got one right quick. So, a game they had their a field goal, Pat McAfee field goal thing,
Mm-hmm.
and that guy had two tries. He
Mm-hmm.
missed the first one, and the second one for like $1.5 million or something. He had some high money, and he just missed it. He had on his overalls. He looked like he's from the Texas, and
His name wasn't Drewski,
just a
was it?
good old boy. And he
It
just
wasn't Big Drewski.
wasn't big risky, but he shanked it. He just
Uh,
missed it, and all that money gone down the drain.
Well, I mean, hey, probably was Jake Elliott for the Eagles. I don't know if you've seen, but he missed three in a row to the left today in that game that was going on a little bit before we started recording this. So,
That'd get you fired right there.
yeah, in the NFL, it might.
Miami game, man, it was a low scoring game for
Dude,
sure.
no joke.
Yeah. Like those games, I like to see. Like as a fan, I like to see the touchdowns. I like to see some field goals, sure, but give me some long touchdown passes, some running touchdowns, and just we just didn't really see that. It was early kick, 12 o'clock ABC.
Told
So
you.
Casper, were they sleeping, or was the offense for A&M just not there, or what happened to A&M?
Marcel Reed did Marcel Reed things, threw two picks, lost a football game at the end of the day.
Mm.
Carson Beck really didn't play this. That like if you look at his stat line, it's kind of disgusting. 14 for 20, one touchdown, 103 yards. Like that's nothing. Marcel Reed threw for 237 and two interceptions though. So it's just kind of one of those things where this game was windy. There was a lot of field goals missed. I think it was three missed field goals, maybe four. I'm pulling up the box score right now, but I mean, it was just like the wind was absolutely whipping. I know you were kind of dealing with some technical issues on your podcast stuff, so you didn't necessarily see it all. But I mean, I ain't never seen as many field goals. Miami missed one second quarter. Miami missed two in the second quarter. Uh, and then I think there was one more. Maybe not. Maybe not. But basically what happened here is A&M threw the interceptions and lost the game. It is what it is. It's 10-3. A&M had a chance at the end there. I do not, dude. Why is it you get a first down at the 6 yard line and you throw every play? I just don't understand that. I'm sorry. You got to run the ball somewhere, somehow, some way. I don't. They that pick on that last play, the play before that on second down, they threw basically to the same spot on the field twice in a row right there, and he got picked. I'm like, that's what happens. Like, what do you expect? So, the one ball sailed on him because of the wind. The earlier interception, in my opinion, kind of sailed on him a little bit in the wind. I don't know if you saw that, but it was pretty strange to watch those kicks and stuff. The wind was whipping.
I saw one. I think it was right before halftime, and it went way to the right. It looked
Yeah,
like so. It was, you got to make them, but if it, but when it's windy, I understand. But
yeah.
it's I like to see Miami move on. That's I'd be curious as a 10 seed if they can make a little run in it, and Beck's okay as a quarterback, and I feel like they're motivated to prove to themselves and to everybody that they deserve to be in there, and they went into a hostile environment. That place is freaking huge, and stands by. They got a place wrapped all the way around. Got three decks. It's amazing, and to go in there and
They
they
did
were in
get
the all
ripped on.
white uniform. They looked okay. Yeah, they got it done. So that was good to see.
A&M got ripped on the 12 o'clock game. It's just, it's not the same. Even like you go watch this Tulane game the earlier, like everybody's more awake. You watch this Oregon game, everybody's more awake. It's just not unfair to have them playing at 12 o'clock in these games. I would really like to see two Friday games or, just play two afternoon games and double them. I know they don't want to do it, but I really don't like 12 o'clock kick. I think it's crappy for playoffs. When you only got this many games, I just don't like it. But I don't know. Hate it for Marcel Reed. Hate it for SEC. But love it for Miami. And Mario Cristobal's tried to pull them together for a while now, and like they've been contenders for a few years here. And we'll see what they can do with Carson Beck. And he didn't play great, but a win's a win. And this thing, that's all that matters. So we'll see what happens there. I guess my question, did you see the sign about Dear Notre Dame? Quit whining. If you would have beat one of us, you'd be here. Because both of them beat Notre Dame this year.
I didn't see it, but I believe it. There's some funny signs that we see from the fans, and
Yeah,
I mean it's true. It's
yeah. I mean,
it's a
that's
it's a true statement.
quit whining and win a game. So, I guess that's about all I had on that one. But we'll see what Miami Hurricanes got. I don't know. We'll
Yeah, they got
see.
the Buckeyes that playing Ohio State in their next game. So we'll see how that. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. And if,
Yeah, I wouldn't want Ohio State coming off a loss. That's how I feel about that. After losing Indiana, I just feel like they should be tuned up, ready to go. I don't think that's the best for Miami, but we'll see what they got. Uh, what bowl is that? See, I don't know what all these games are. I'm probably not supposed to say it out loud.
Um,
That is the Cotton Bowl. So they're gonna play in
okay.
they're gonna play it in Dallas, which isn't, it's in Texas. It's not that far from Miami. At least you don't have to fly to the West Coast or anything. Night game, New Year's Eve. I'd expect that to be a pretty good game, honestly. I really would. Right now, the opening on the spread here is 10 points. Ohio State by 10. I don't think so. I just don't see that really. But we'll see. It'll be Carson Beck versus Julian Sayin, and we'll see who's got it and who don't.
All right. Well, we're going to shift over to some college basketball. UNC and Ohio State, the Ohio State. UNC beat the team, and they took care of the Buckeyes 71-70 in Atlanta this afternoon. Oh, so that was good to see Tar Heels get the win, and I'm feeling good about Tar Heels in the basketball side of things. First, I maybe wasn't so sure, but now they might be a contender.
Yeah, so, it's never a good sign for anybody else if my father is feeling a little bit positive about Carolina basketball because he feels about as positive about Carolina basketball as I do about Tennessee football. So, um, he even said at halftime of this game, we're going to lose this game, but didn't get it done. Trimble's back playing, so that's good. Got the win, put the points up like 7 seconds to go. Basically led the whole game till the second half. Very end, kind of gave Ohio State the lead, but then pulled back, did what they had to do, and got the win. Very gutsy win over a technically unranked Ohio State team. This early in basketball, it's kind of hard to tell who should be ranked, who shouldn't. But big time win for Carolina. Need to get it done in the neutral arena in Atlanta. They got East Carolina and then roll into the ACC play. So happy to see them get it done, and hopefully we'll just go on and roll the ACC and keep going. I really like that we've gone back just to regular, good old uniforms. I hadn't seen any crazy
Uh,
uniforms, and I'm happy about that. So we'll see what happens. About time for that conference play, baby. About time.
oh yeah, I'm ready for it. Sunday afternoon, Gardner Webb at Tennessee. There's quite the high spread for Tennessee to cover. Was it 42 and a half, something like that?
Yeah,
So
it's stupid.
that's wild. That's high, but we'll see. This is just a few more warm-up games for Tennessee, and then we're going to get to see what they got. Just right quick, I'd like to see them compete well in the conference. I'd like to see them. I like to see them win it. I'll just say it. I'd like to see them win it, and if you can't win it, then at least be like the top two or three. So it's gonna be an important year. We got the win against Louisville a couple nights ago. That was a must win, so that was great to see. Um, Played good. The fans came out strong. It kind of can fan base kind of calmed down just a little bit after getting a couple of losses in a row. So that was good to see the Vols get the win then. Georgia Tech and Lafayette play today. Tech got the win 95-81. So Tech's got a few more small games, and we're gonna be on to the conference. So
So you mean a few more wins, right? Because
few
it don't
more
sound like
wins.
y'all are gonna win a conference game.
Yeah, when those start, man, it's cringy as a fan to watch. What's really annoying is we keep it close up to like halftime, and then
Yeah.
I'll check the score late second half, man, and it just gets away, and I'm just trying to figure out what the heck's going on. So I'll be curious as all that starts. We'll dive into that a little bit here in January about some of these how these teams are starting out, and looking forward to getting into some of that here in just a few weeks. I got a little bit of sad news to tell. In the NASCAR, Greg Biffle and his wife and his two kids passed away in a plane accident a couple days ago. Just not good at all. Not a good deal here around the holidays, and just not good at all. When I saw the news on my phone, and I saw the plane was owned by Greg Biffle, but then the news hasn't all the way came out with who was on the plane with them between the the pilots, and I heard that was there seven total.
There's seven. Yeah,
Okay.
they came out with who was on it. They still don't know who's flying the plane. They don't know if it was Greg. There was a couple other people that also had pilots licenses that did fly his planes that were on the plane. So they don't know who was flying. Um, Definitely sad deal on the way down to see Cletus
Mm.
to go run the Christmas tree drags, which they are running right now actually as we record this. And I don't know, you probably don't follow him a whole lot, but Cletus did stick a 16 there on the door panel of the mullet dragster. And yeah, man, that sucked, dude. Like I was, I kind of I forgot like back in the day you were the Biff fan like when we first met. Like Biff was your
Yeah.
man, and I love to hate on him just because of that. And he's kind of come back around and come relevant here lately. Um, Racing a little bit and doing stuff with Cletus McFarland, and it just it's a shame. Um, Happens. There's a lot of race car drivers, man. It's crazy. Professional athletes, any kind, helicopters and plane crashes. So. Private planes are no joke, but I hate it for Greg and his family, and definitely thoughts and prayers with all them. And yeah, definitely had to sit in here the other night and was like, whew. So hate that. Definitely depressing. So
Yeah, that's he had his prime days, years ago, and he won 19 races, I believe, something like
yeah,
that. So he had his day back when I was much younger. He was, he had his prime, and he's a good driver, and it's not the way you want to see. Not, that's just not the news you want to get. But
yeah.
that being said, we will move on to picks of the weekend. We're gonna make a slight change. As the host, I get to make the rules, and Casper just gets to go by them. But I'm a pretty
Daggum
nice
right.
host, I feel like. So
Oh
I
yeah,
am
best one
going
I've
to,
ever worked with. The other
I'm
ones I've ever
gonna,
worked with
I like
suck.
to work with people in a good way, and everybody's friendly about stuff. So instead of the picks being pretty much the same, and then one flex, we're gonna do three flexes. So you get to pick who the heck you want to pick. And I just decided with that two-lane game that this wasn't fair, and we all knew who was going to win. And I went back listened to the show again uh, on Spotify, and Casper wanted to pick Ole Miss, but we kind of all know the rules, and you can't pick all the same, otherwise nobody's going to win. So with that being said, two-lane code the spread that was 17 and a half. So D Watt got that. Um, Casper got the Miami spread. Oregon game's on right now. I picked
I'm gonna go ahead and give
Oregon.
that one to you. It's 27-3. You're looking pretty good.
Okay, so I was thinking it was a little high on the spread, but
You're
as
good.
Casper just said, it's
Yeah,
getting ugly in
you're good.
Eugene. And then tomorrow, Sunday afternoon, is the Chiefs at the Titans. The Chiefs are struggling, not going to the playoffs. Quarterback's out. The spread when we did the show was 10, so we're gonna keep it at 10. That's what it was. It's the fun part, I guess you could say, about doing picks kind of early on is it's gonna change, but we're gonna stick with the number that we see. That that's just what it is. So that'll be tomorrow. So really, it's gonna kind of we'll see how. Well, yeah, it'll kind of all finish up tomorrow, but hopefully the Titans can keep it close, and then I'll be another win. But right now it's 3-2, so we'll see how that.
You're good.
Okay,
Because
I
we
like
both
it.
picked the Titans. Well, I concede this point, James. I'll tell you what. If it'd be worth price of me losing this if James Madison would come back. So I'm just going to go ahead and concede the win this week, D Watt.
All right. So, hey, with that being said, it's like I get the win. So let's move on to the picks of, I guess you call it next week.
Yeah.
So let's go. I'll go ahead and go first. I'll name mine out, and Casper, I'll let you name yours out. Pop Tart Bowl. Give me Georgia. So it's Georgia Tech versus BYU. The spread's 4.5 as of now for BYU. I'm going to say Georgia Tech's going to keep it close. If not win, I picked them to win, so I'm going to say they're going to take care of that. Broncos Chiefs. The Broncos are favored by 6. That's tricky because they might start to rest their players. We see a lot of that in the NFL. But I'm going to say the Broncos are going to take care of that, win by 7 points or more. And then Christmas Eve, I believe this when this game is Cal in Hawaii. I believe it's in Hawaii.
The Hawaii Bowl.
Um, Hawaii is favored by a 1.5. Cal's kind of a little bit of a mess with some of the coaching and whatnot. And with bowl games, it's hard to tell who's going to play, who's not going to play. But give me Hawaii to cover the spread.
I like it solid. I do like this new format, and now I'm gonna have to put time in, and I'm gonna have to go study so I can find these solid bets. But I don't know. I'm gonna go Cowboys over the Redskins. They 3.5 point spread. I think they'll cover that, no issue. Obviously the Redskins are kind of down right now. Not the I said the Redskins, the Commanders.
Mhm.
Excuse me. I still call them the Redskins out in the public. But the Cowboys over the Commanders. I don't think that'll be a problem. No Jaden Daniels. Cowboys looking okay. So we'll see what happens there. Other than that, we got big game Ravens and Green Bay. Um, real football. So definitely kind of excited about that. Green Bay's trying to see what they can do here, trying to stay alive somehow in this playoff race, and it ain't gonna happen. So, go ahead and give me the Ravens to keep it close. The Packers were favored by 3.5, so give me Green Bay to at least keep it within that. But I kind of think they're gonna get the money line win. Just to be honest with you. Then I'm gonna go Mizzou -4.5 over UVA in the Gator Bowl because there's just no way that the ACC can hang with SEC in a bowl game. There's just no, it doesn't matter who it is. I'm pretty sure Mississippi State could beat Virginia. So I'm just going to roll with that and hopefully that'll work out. I don't know.
That sounds good to me on your picks there. With that being said, we're going to close it down. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe on the YouTube. Follow us on Spotify. You can find us on the Instagram, on the X, Facebook. I'm getting some clips out for y'all to watch as well. Thanks for coming on, Casper. It's great to have you back on the show. And with that being said, I think I might make a show maybe Sunday or Monday. We're going to talk about the Titans a little bit. We're going to talk about some of the NFL, some of the games that are coming up. Talk about maybe some of the playoff preview and some stuff like that. So I think I want to get that out to y'all maybe Sunday. I might get Dad on the show. Might bring my dad back on the show a little bit, or it might just be me. To watch and see who's all on here. But you got anything else, Casper?
Thanks for having me on here. Sorry I had to mess up your schedule a little bit. Hope everything goes okay. I hope you all have a Merry Christmas. I won't be here tomorrow, obviously, as I have my other prior commitments, but thanks for having me on here. Be glad to come back next week. Get ready for a little bit of that playoff football round number 2. We'll see what happens. So we'll be excited. Y'all enjoy your candy canes and your hot chocolate and enjoy your Christmas at 70 degrees. Don't forget it's shorts and t-shirt this Christmas. So other than that, I'm good to go.
With that being said, I'm going to hit the button and we'll say see you in the next one.